Now for the latest where you are with the ITV News.
Good afternoon and welcome to UTV Live. The Health Minister has called on anyone attending a nightclub to be responsible ahead of them reopening here next weekend. Today, Robin Swan visited a temporary GP-led vaccination clinic at the Kingspan Stadium, where COVID boosters and flu jabs are being delivered. He was responding to the fears outlined by a leading GP over masks not being required in venues, as a further 10 COVID-related deaths were recorded here in Northern Ireland.
I would ask people to look at the proportionate steps that the executive have taken in regards to easing restrictions as well, and we've always taken those at a time where we saw there was either headroom or the ability to do that. But also people who are going to nightclubs or those venues that are opening on the 31st of October to be responsible as well. Think of yourself, think of others, and think of the home you'll get back into as well. You know, that's a message we've used in the past. But what I will say to the general population is you have the opportunity to come forward and get your vaccines, not just COVID and flu, but also the booster vaccine now as well. So when you're called forward, please come forward and get them, because that'll help the health service.
A man has been charged with the murder of a 62-year-old man in Magherafelt. Former RUC officer Brian Coulter's body was discovered in the Sandy Braes area on Monday afternoon, and an arrest was made soon after. The 27-year-old suspect is to appear before Londonderry Magistrates Court on Monday. 2 men have been arrested after allegedly being found with a firearm in Lurgan. Detectives were called to the scene of a group fight in the James Street area of the town at 9:20 last night. There, officers detained the 27-year-old and 39-year-old on suspicion of possessing a firearm. And a security alert is ongoing in Derry. It follows a report of a suspicious object at Bearvale in the Gallia area of the city this morning. The street has been cordoned off as officers conduct inquiries. And if no progress can be made on the Northern Ireland Protocol, negotiations between the EU and UK may come to a close at the end of the year. The warning comes from the Irish Foreign Affairs Minister as the two sides are set for another intense round of talks in the coming weeks. While Simon Coveney said he believed a deal was possible, he insists negotiations cannot continue forever. Derry has hosted its first ever citywide celebration of Black History Month. Organised by the Northwest Migrants Forum, the event has brought together religious, political and community leaders to celebrate their diverse cultures and highlight some of the key issues facing the black community in Northern Ireland. It's also served as an opportunity for some to reflect on their own experience of living here.
It's been amazing. You know, I'm here 11 years. It has been a journey, and now we are finding our voices and we are doing the best that we can to contribute into society. And this event is one way of showing just how amazing the black community is and how vast and diversity is in the north of Ireland.
To sport, and proposals aimed at revamping the All-Ireland Championship have been rejected by the GAA Special Congress. It means a return to a qualifier system last used in 2017. Proposal B, which would have created a league-based championship, failed to be backed by 60% of voters, and 8 delegates from Ulster were against the motion. Now, it's been labelled David versus Goliath, but to manager Kenny Shields, it's 11 versus 11 when Northern Ireland take on England in today's World Cup qualifier. He says that when the two sides meet at Wembley, no matter the circumstances, their focus is on winning.
Irrespective of who they play for or which club they're involved with, I respect and appreciate what you've said, but we will do our best to compete with them in an 11v11 environment. When we go into qualifiers and important games like this one, all of our emphasis is on winning.
And you can watch that World Cup qualifier between Northern Ireland and England right here on UTV. Coverage starts at 4:30, just a few minutes from now, straight after this bulletin. And Ireland's women's hockey team are now just one game away from reaching next year's World Cup. A last quarter goal from Niamh Carey secured the 3-2 victory over Belarus and a place in Sunday's European qualifier final, where they'll take on either Scotland or Wales. And now let's get a check on the weather. Here's Stuart Robson.
Now you're home. It's right as rain. UTV weather, sponsored by Phoenix Natural Gas.
The rest of the weekend and next week will be on the changeable and breezy side, and it will be turning a good bit milder too. We've lost the chilly northwesterly winds as we again turn our attention to the Atlantic. Low pressure will be anchored to the northwest of the UK, with this cold front crossing Northern Ireland tonight and a showery westerly airstream following on. It's a wet and breezy evening across many areas with some heavy rain at times. This will gradually clear to the east later in the night, with a few showers following on into the west, remaining very mild with temperatures in double figures. Some early sunshine on Sunday, particularly further in the east, but showers already encroaching into western areas will become more widespread through the day. There is a small risk of hail or thunder in the heavier downpours, staying blustery with a high of 15 degrees Celsius. More showers around on Monday, then briefly drier on Tuesday. Another band of rain will move southeast across all parts on Wednesday.
Home means more sitting back, snuggling up, and relax. UTV weather, sponsored by Phoenix Natural Gas.
Well, that's all from me this afternoon, but I will be back with your next update tomorrow at a slightly later time of 6:45. Until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your evening.